live. It's Friday, and it is time for, okay, we're live on all platforms. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. It's Friday afternoon, and it's time for What the Health is Wrong with You. You guys know I come every Friday, 1 o'clock live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. You can find me live all the way around. My name is Debbie Williams. I am a board-certified nutritionist and detox coach. It's basically trying to help people learn how to eat right, how to detox all of the junk out of our body system, and how we can live a healthy and strong life. Today, I got a good one for you guys. If you are following me, you would have gotten the information on what we're talking about today, and it's a good one. This month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I thought, what best way to bring in October is to talk about breast cancer. And as you see, I got on the apron, so that means we're about to turn something up. We're about to cook something up, but actually we're juicing today. I am going to share with you a juice, and these are juicing secrets to help fight breast cancer. Juicing plays a major role. Our diet plays a major role in helping our body to fight cancer. There are so many ways to fight cancer. There are so many organizations out there that's wanting to fight cancer, and I want to be a part of the party. So today I am, hello all the waves and the hearts, come on in, get your pen and paper because this is good. I'm going to share with you juicing secrets to fight breast cancer. It's a big deal. It is October. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I want to talk about breast cancer because it's a topic that many of us, we hear about it, but do you really know the facts about breast cancer? So as a board certified nutritionist, I'm going to bring it to you real. I'm going to bring it to you live today. And then I'm going to pull out my, y'all don't see the juicer. Hold on. Let me bring it in here a little bit. Then I'm going to show you how to make an amazing juice using, you ready for this? Some amazing cancer-fighting foods. Did you know that there are foods that God created for us that can fight cancer? He prepared everything for us for this body that we live in, this imperfect body that we live in. Food is medicine all day long. If you believe food is medicine, put a comment in the box that food is medicine. And as a holistic board-certified nutritionist, I'm bringing to you every day, letting you know that food is medicine and letting you know what foods are the medicine and what you can get out of it. So come on, sit down, get your juice, get your lemon water, get something nutritious and sit down with me, get your pen and paper, and let me tell you how you can help someone or even help yourself fight cancer. And when we say fight cancer, I'm going to get a little deeper into it because cancer is an epidemic that's striking home every day, all day. And many of us, when it affects us, we want to know how. How did I get cancer? When you talk to a doctor, a lot of times they'll say, well, you know, it could be in your DNA, it could be genetics. Some of that is true, but here's some of the things. There are foods that can starve cancer. There are ways that we can help those cancer cells. We can cut them at the blood vessel, not physically cut them, but when we starve them, we are not allowing those cancer cells to get nutrients. Because did you know that in order for a cancer, sorry, I got a little kitten here and he is pulling on me. Would you stop, Prince? Sorry. In order for a cancer cell to grow, it needs its own food supply. It needs nutrients. And what cancer cells do is it starts to divide itself and grow, and then it starts to create its own blood vessels so that it has its own line of way of getting nutrients so it can grow and continue to destroy and be destructive. Well, if we are eating certain foods, we can stop that. We can help in the process of it. And it's always great to be preventative. So that's what this I'm live. This is not a video. It's going to be a video after a while. That's what this live is about. I want to share with you some preventative measures because we all can be a victim of cancer, but it doesn't have to become a malignant cancer. If we eat, if we change our diet, if we live a different lifestyle, if we change our habits, then that would lessen your chance of becoming a person who could wind up with it. So I have some notes here, and I want to stick to my notes because I put some good stuff down. For one, I want you, the first thing before I talk about this juice, because that's what this is about, I'm going to show you a juice and how to keep this juice and drink this juice all the time to help your body fight off cancer, fight off toxins. But before I go that far, I want you to understand, I want to teach you and help you understand how cancer develops and spread. So cancer begins with a mutation in the DNA. I think this juicer is like in my way right now, so I'm gonna put it up here. I know y'all see the juicer, but let me get into the details of it. I don't know, now the juice is all in the way. But cancer begins with a mutation in the DNA. That's the first thing that happens, which causes it to behave abnormally. Now, every cell in your body, is this in my way? Every cell in your body has a job to do, every single cell. And we have millions of cells in our body, but every single cell in our body has a job to do. And it has a job to do in its growth and in its division. And it's tightly regulated by your DNA. But when a mutation occurs, this is in the form of cancer, the control is lost. And what happens is it leads to cancer cells become uncontrollable and it starts to grow. Now, these abnormal cells continue to divide rapidly, eventually forming a mass of cells called a tumor. So it all starts, this is basically how it begins. And so all of our cells have a lifespan. And what happens is when a cell has to die, when that cell doesn't die, then it becomes a cancer cell. And when it doesn't die, it cuts off itself from all the other cells, and now it's trying to survive. So now this is where cancer is. But today we're talking about breast cancer. So to grow, cancer cells need, like I said, their own blood supply. And this is where something called angiogenesis comes into play. Angiogenesis is a process by which new blood vessels form to feed the tumor, basically. It provides the tumor with oxygen, it provides the tumor with nutrients, and this keeps it growing. This is what angiogenesis is. But what we want to do is we want to bring in foods that have what we call anti-angiogenesis properties, because we want to starve that cancer. We want to cut off that blood supply. We want to cut off the cancer's oxygen so that it has no oxygen, it has no nutrients, and what will happen is the cancer cells die. So when we're eating nutritious foods, we are helping our body to starve off cancer cells, and it's pretty easy to do, just eating specific foods. And I'm going to give you a list of foods that you can I'm going to make a juice with a list of foods, but I'm also going to give you a list of other foods that you can add into your daily diet just to be preventative so that this doesn't happen to you. Oh, I just hurt my jaw. Now, why starving cancer cells is very critical. Cancer cells, like all cells, require a constant supply of energy and nutrients to survive. However, the cancer cells are particularly, and I'm going to call them greedy, or I'm going to call them a thief, because they're stealing your nutrients, they're stealing oxygen, and they often consume energy at a faster rate than our normal cells, because this is how they rapidly can multiply. And this is how cancer cells, they multiply, and next thing you know, they're going through metastasis, where now it's in different parts of our body. But primarily, cancer cells feed on glucose, sugar. So I'm going to stop there for a moment. So if you are a person and you know someone who has cancer, sugar should be something that the processed sugar definitely should not be in their diet, because every processed sugar you eat, that cancer cell is growing and dividing and multiplying and doing so many different things. So we have to, if you are a person that you are working with trying to fight off your cancer, sugar is something that we have to remove from your diet. But please understand, all foods have sugar. Natural foods have sugar, but the natural sugar is completely different from the processed sugar. But cancer cells primarily feed on glucose. And this is why many cancer treatments, their strategy is to focus on cutting off their energy supply. Starving. I don't know why I just got a pain in my, what did I do? That hurts. Okay, so now I want to move into some other things to let you know about what we need to do. I had a few things here in regards to talking about the cancer cell and a healthy cell and talking about apoptosis. And let me see, where do I want to get? So how can we starve cancer cells? For one, like I said, reduce our sugar intake. Since glucose is the primary fuel for cancer cells, reducing sugar and refined carbohydrates from our diet is a key strategy. I can't say this enough, in starving them. This doesn't mean eliminating all carbohydrates, because the body, we need macronutrients, we need carbs, we need fats, but we need to focus on complex, unrefined carbs like whole grains and vegetables. These can help because they break down more slowly in the body, so therefore it's not giving you so much sugar. Another way to help fight cancer is when we fast or when we do intermittent fasting. Because fasting, especially intermittent fasting, what happens is it's shown to reduce insulin levels and make it harder for cancer cells to access glucose. So intermittent fasting plays a major role in helping us to fight cancer and to prevent cancer. Fasting also, it's a process where it helps to cleanse the body, and it also helps to remove damaged cells, including cancer cells. One diet that's really good that can help with that is the ketogenic diet, but I'm not going to talk a lot about the ketogenic diet. So what I want to talk about in summary, because I wanted to explain to you how cancer develops. It's basically when a cell doesn't die, and then that cell needs to find a way to live on its own. So then it will then create angiogenesis, where it's now creating its own blood supply, or its blood vessels. And through those blood vessels that it has created through you, it is now stealing your nutrients. It is now making you crave for sugar, and it's doing so much more. So how do we help, and how do we help to fight cancer? By changing our diet. And that's where the nutritionist comes into play, showing you and sharing with you ways of eating healthy foods, eating the foods that God created for us that comes from the ground. By using food as medicine, we can help our body heal. We can help the body do what it needs to do. So let's see, what is next for me to share with you? So let me share with you some anti-angiogenesis foods. Green tea is amazing for stopping cancer cells in its place. There are so many science-backed studies that talks about the benefits of green tea. So don't sleep on that green tea. Green tea is amazing for it. Turmeric is another one. It also has the abilities of being anti-angiogenesis. So it starves the cancer. It doesn't allow nutrients to get through to the blood vessels, and that cancer cells, if it doesn't get its oxygen and if it doesn't get its nutrients, it's going to die, just like everything else. Berries are also good. Your blueberries, your blackberries, your raspberries, they all have anti-angiogenesis properties. So eating foods like that can definitely help. One of the reasons cancer cells are so dangerous is that they develop a mechanism to resist death. Remember, I said all cells live and all cells die. But a cancer cell develops this mechanism where now they become so, what's the word I want to use for them? Bulletproof, in a sense, that they fight and they resist. And this is where, when we starve them, that's one of our basic or major ways of helping to kill the cancer cells. Now, normal cells, when damaged, are programmed to die. And normal cells die by something called apoptosis. However, when our normal cells doesn't die, this is what happens, and this can further harm the body. So let me jump into now in regards to the juice that I'm making for you today and what ingredients the juice is. One of the things that my juice that I'm going to make for you guys today, it contains this. And I know many of you, can you tell what this is? This is the moringa leaves. And when I tell you a powerful, powerful, powerful plant, the moringa leaf is one of the most powerful plants in regards to helping our bodies fight cancer. I put all these notes here so I can share with you. Not only does the moringa help with prevention of cancer and all the things that it do, because I wrote it down, I'll share with you. But it also has a lot to do with hair growth. So when someone is going through cancer, when someone is going through cancer therapy, I should say, many people lose their hair. One of the things I want to clear up with you, a lot of times you're thinking that it's the cancer that is causing you to lose your hair. It is not the cancer that is causing you to lose your hair. It is the therapy treatment. Why? Because when we're using a therapy treatment, like a chemotherapy, a radiation, those therapies, the goal of those therapies is to kill any cell in your body that it sees that is growing at a rapid speed. Cancer cells grow rapidly. They grow more rapid than our normal cells. So chemotherapy is just like, okay, there's some cells that's growing fast. Hair is one of the fastest growing cells in your body. So this is why someone who's going through cancer or who has cancer and they're going through a chemotherapy or radiation, they may start to lose their hair. It's because that therapy only knows to kill rapidly growing cells. Hair cells are rapidly growing, so it kills it. In many instances, once you're finished with the therapy, you may be able to grow your hair back. But the other thing about this juicing secret that I'm sharing with you today, all of the ingredients that I am using today also helps to detox your body. So if you are a person, you've gone through breast cancer or any other form of cancer, you might not know you need to detox the chemo. You need to detox that radiation out of your body. And using food as medicine is an amazing way to detox and flush the body. Well, the moringa leaf has those detoxification abilities to help to flush the body. The moringa leaf is a very good friend to the liver. And our liver is one of the hardest working organs in our body. And when the liver gets bogged down, the liver can't do its job. The liver needs to also help to remove all these toxins out of the body. The moringa leaf is a friend to the liver, which helps the liver get its job done. So let me read some of the things that I put here because I don't want to miss anything about the moringa. So the moringa has been studied for its potential benefits in supporting breast cancer. This is why I'm using it in my juice today. And here are some of the benefits. One, it's rich in antioxidants. Let me put it up here so I can see it all. The moringa is loaded with antioxidants like quercetin. And most of us know quercetin in onions. We have quercetin in different things, but quercetin, and it also has something called chlorogenic acid, which help to neutralize free radicals, reducing oxidative stress that can contribute to cancer development. The moringa leaf also has anti-inflammatory properties. Now, chronic inflammation is linked to cancer progression, and the moringa's anti-inflammatory compounds may help to reduce the inflammation, which could also slow the growth of cancer cells. So again, this is why we're going to use this in our juice today. The moringa leaf also have what we call a cytotoxic effect. And this basically is where this helps to inhibit the growth and the proliferation of breast cancer cells. This is backed by science. This is not me just coming up with it. So if you know someone who's dealing with breast cancer or cancer as a whole, juicing is something that we want them to start doing. Eating lots of green vegetables, eating lots of green leafy foods, adding moringa leaf. Now, many of you may say it's hard to find moringa leaf. Let me tell you where I always find moringa leaf. In a Chinese or Asian market, they have all sorts of exotic things that our regular supermarkets and even Whole Foods don't have. There's an Asian market here, I'm in Georgia, and they have amazing stuff. Like, for instance, the other thing that we're going to be juicing today is this. And I know when I show you this, many of you probably have no idea. So I'll let you look at it, and most people think it's something else. But this, you know what this is? This is the sweet potato leaf. Many people don't know about the sweet potato leaf, but you know when a sweet potato grows, there are leaves on it. Most of the time they cut the leaf off, but did you know that the leaves of the sweet potato is just as powerful as the sweet potato? So we are going to be using, and I know you're going, well, where can I get these things from? Again, your Asian market may have it, basically, I would say an international market. Everybody in every state has an international market. You want to go to your international farmers markets or your international markets where you will find the things that we don't have in our U.S. markets, because our U.S. markets don't want us to know about all this fabulous stuff. But yes, so we're going to be using the sweet potato leaf in our juice to help prevent, to help to prevent cancer cells. We're also going to be using my favorite, pomegranate. Now, I've already opened my pomegranate because it takes a while to cut this open. If many of you want to know how to open a pomegranate, Jay, if you can leave a link, we'll leave a link. I did a video a while ago of showing you how to cut this open and how to get the seeds out of here, but the seeds is what we're needing. And just so you all know, I also have a video sharing with you, and the video went viral. It's like at 1 million views. The pomegranate is also one of the most powerful foods in the world in regards to its healing properties. I always say God has a wonderful sense of humor, and we need that humor in our life, because most of the foods that are the most powerful are the ones that you guys have no idea about, and they're small and tiny. So for instance, in this pomegranate, when you open it up, you have these little seeds. This is the power and strength of life, this thing here. And they're delicious too. The other food that is so powerful that God put on the earth for us, that most of us are sleeping on and don't know, is this right here. How many of you know what this is? This is the radish. The radish, and science has backed this up, has antimicrobial properties, anti-cancer properties. The radish is a friend to the gut. This helps to heal the gut lining, so many different things. And again, it's another food that we take for granted. We don't know the power of it, but that's why I'm here as this holistic nutritionist, is to share with you the foods who have the power to heal our bodies so that you can start eating better, because we all want to live better. But what have you guys noticed these foods have in common? And let me get my other food, and I think I left it. Jay, I think I left my purple cabbage in the refrigerator. The other ingredient is we're going to be using purple cabbage. And you guys know I got videos all over the internet telling you about purple cabbage and how it is for everything. My mother uses purple cabbage like it's water. No, it's actually on the top in the back. I already cleaned it. Oh, there's several purple cabbage in there. But what I want you to know is, what does all of these have in common? These cancer-fighting foods, there's many of them, but specifically the ones that I'm using today, what do they all have in common? It's the color. God has a wonderful sense of humor. Did you know that our red foods, the majority are red foods, including the apple? All of these red foods, the anthocyanins in these foods is actually, the compounds in these anthocyanins is what is the healer to the body, to the cells, to everything. So when you are shopping in your supermarkets and you don't know what foods you need, just go and get yourself something red, go get yourself something purple. You will know they will actually do wonderful things for you. I went on a shopping spree at the Asian market, and many people don't know what this is. This is a Chinese purple eggplant. I haven't eaten this and I haven't used this yet, but I brought it because I said, I'm going to try it. I'm going to do some research on it. I said, if it's purple, that means it is a healer to the body system. And anything red, purple, it has anti-inflammatory properties. It has properties to reduce inflammation. It has where it can lower your blood sugar levels. Everything red, everything purple, even your grapes. So think about it. So when you're going in your supermarket, there's two things you want to put in your cart. Lots of greens, lots of reds, and lots of purples. Trust me, throw those in your juicer, throw those in your smoothie, and you will see how your health, your energy, your mind, everything clears up. But in this juice that we're making today, because our topic is juicing secrets to fight breast cancer, we're going to be using a purple cabbage. We're going to be using pomegranate. We're going to be using a radish, 2 radish. We're also going to be using the sweet potato leaf, and we're going to be using ginger. And I'm hoping I'm not leaving anything else. But before we go further, I don't know why I jumped the topic. I'm still talking about the moringa leaf and the power of the moringa leaf. Here's something else that many of you, if you are having issues with your estrogen, you were told you have an estrogen dominance, so you're dealing with fibroids, or you're dealing with heavy periods, or you're dealing with issues with your endocrine system, you want to start getting either the moringa natural pure leaf, like what I got here, or finding a moringa leaf tea. Because the moringa leaf, it regulates our estrogen levels, and many of us don't know that. The moringa contains compounds that help to balance estrogen levels. Now, estrogen dominance is often linked to hormone sensitivity, and hormone sensitivities are also linked to breast cancer. So this regulation can be very beneficial for us. Moringa leaf, don't sleep on it. Again, this also enhances chemotherapy efficacy. So some research suggests, there's the kitten again, would you leave my clothes alone? Some research actually suggests that the moringa enhances the efficacy of chemotherapy while reducing its side effects. So if you are a person, and talk to your doctor first, please, and you do your research and then ask your doctor, tell your doctor to do research. But studies have shown that this moringa can help with side effects of chemotherapy and all that. But again, please have a conversation with your doctor. The moringa leaf also boosts our immunity. Now, my sister was just sick with the flu, and I, of course, I whipped up some things for her, and I made her some moringa leaf tea. And one day she was like, the very next day, she was back sounding like herself. She wasn't 100% better, but I know the moringa leaf had a lot to do with it. The moringa leaf also has what we call anti-metastatic properties. So basically what it means, the studies have shown that it has the potential to prevent cancer cells from spreading through the body system. Moringa leaf, that's all I'm talking about right now, the moringa leaf. And I made sure that I wrote down all the notes. I have pages and pages and pages of the benefits of moringa. It supports detoxification. It says moringa supports the liver function, which I already mentioned, and it detoxifies the body. So it helps to clear toxins and byproducts, cancer-related byproducts out of the body system. It reduces the side effects of chemo. It's rich in phytochemicals. It promotes an overall well-being. So this is why I am adding this into our juice today. Now, mind you, if you go to an international market and you find the moringa leaf, also don't throw away the stem. Put it all in your juicer. Put it all in your blender. Every part of the moringa leaf is edible. Every part of it. I even found the dry leaf. So, no, that's my soursop. And I have some soursop also, but I'm not putting any soursop in my juice today. But every part of the moringa leaf is amazing for it. The moringa leaf also is rich in vitamin A. So, with the moringa leaf being rich in vitamin A, what I want you to know, any food that's rich in vitamin A is excellent for your hair. Moringa leaf is also great for that. It plays a crucial role in producing sebum, and sebum is what our scalp produces. So sebum, I would call that's the oily substance that moisturizes the scalp and keeps your hair healthy. Well, if we don't have enough sebum, the scalp can become dry, leading to hair breakage. So what you can do, here's something off topic. Get you some moringa leaf, steep it in some filtered water or some distilled water, put it in a spray bottle and spray it in your hair as a conditioner or maybe even as a leave-in. Watch what happens to your hair. It also contains a lot of vitamin B1, B2, B3, and B6. Now, B6 is amazing for us, for all of you who are dealing with thyroid issues. B6 is what you need. So again, the moringa is good for someone who's dealing with that. It has a lot of vitamin E in it. And vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant that helps to reduce oxidative stress and help to promote a healthy scalp. The moringa leaf also has a lot of iron in it. And one of the reasons why we lose hair a lot is if you are iron deficient. Your hair cells, the living cells, the hair on our head is dead. Hair is a living cell inside of the body. If you are deficient in iron, then that means your hair cells aren't getting iron. And when we are deficient in iron, you will have lots of hair loss. So just adding moringa leaves as a tea to your salads in your juicing, like we're about to do in a few minutes, can absolutely help your hair. It's also loaded with zinc. Zinc is a very major player when it comes to the follicle, your hair, and your scalp. So again, what you learned today that you did not know is that the moringa leaf is an amazing natural product. Do I want to call it a product? Do I want to call it a herb? Natural plant for hair growth, to reduce hair thinning, to reduce hair loss. But again, we're talking about juicing secrets to fight breast cancer. But in order for us to still fight breast cancer, we also want to build up our hair, because when many of us are dealing with breast cancer and you're going through a therapy like chemotherapy, you may lose your hair. The moringa is helping with the side effects and also strengthening back your hair. So this is why we want to do this. All right, guys, let's get to juicing so that you can see how this juice is going to turn out. So let's see. I did all of that there. Okay, so now I am going to, what I want to do is explain to you why I've chosen all the ingredients that I've chosen. For one, Jay, can you, well, you working there, you're not going to be able to assist me here. Oh, here's something else I bought from the Asian market. I just bought all this stuff to show you guys. This right here, guys, is a sweet potato, but it is not the sweet potato that we eat. This is a Korean sweet potato, and it's purple. It's called a purple sweet potato. I did some research on it, and when I tell you the health benefits of this potato is amazing, but I just bought all sorts of things. So what I recommend is, please try your international market. Go to your international market. Look at these foods that you've never purchased before. Do some research on what their benefits are, and it will surprise you on how these things have been around for centuries. They've been around in Chinese medicine, Ayurvedic medicine, and they're using these to heal the body. And you could do the same. Just go to your international market. So let's see, what do I want to start with? Let's get the juicer out. Now, all of my foods are already clean. When you're juicing, when you're cooking, you need to always clean your fruits and vegetables first. I always use food grade hydrogen peroxide and baking soda. Please don't think that when you clean your foods with water, under tap water at that you just cleaned your food because you did nothing. Many of our foods have parasites and toxins and so many things on it. So when we soak it in food grade hydrogen peroxide and baking soda, it gets in there and it goes deep. That's what I would call the deepest clean. You can also, if you don't have food grade hydrogen peroxide, you can also use white vinegar. White vinegar and baking soda together, when you put all of this in a bowl, your fruits and vegetables, most of you will see your water's going to turn brown. And that's because it cleaned everything off. We don't want to eat healthy or think we're eating healthy, and then we're actually eating more toxins in our body. So this is why before we start to juice, we have to start to clean first. Oh yeah, I did see somebody say ginger. Yes, ginger is in it. Did I get my ginger? Jay, I need you to get that ginger out the side for me. Okay, so now I've cleaned all of my stuff. And this is my Nama J2 juicer. For all of you who are always asking me what juicer am I using, this is the best juicer in the whole world. Now, I have lots of juicers. I have lots. Many companies have given me all sorts of juicers that they want me to use. And I do love them all. But my favorite is my Nama, and shout out to the Nama team. The reason why I love this juicer more than any other is because, thank you, it helps you juice faster and efficiently. Many people stopped juicing because it was very time consuming. To put the juicer together took so much time. To take the juicer apart, to clean it. And with that frustration, juicing, people were like, yeah, I can't do that. But what Nama did, their juicer is so easy to put together. As you saw, I just basically put it together here. But prior to that, taking it apart, it's this easy. I have an inner part that you have to take out and put in. This part, I'll show you how I put it together so you can know if you want to invest in this type of juicer. But I will tell you this, if you are trying to be healthy, if you, and all of us are, I can't go anywhere and tell somebody I'm a nutritionist. Everyone's like, oh my God, I need a nutritionist. I want to learn how to eat. I want to lose some weight. Everybody wants to know how to do this. And this is why I do these videos, because I want to help you learn how to do it. So I am here to tell you, if you are on a health journey, I would invest in a juicer. I'll explain why. Because one, most of us, we have digestive issues. Most of us, we have gut health issues. When we have digestive issues, that means your body is not digesting your food in a timely manner. If you are a person where when you eat something, you immediately bloat, you have digestive issues. If you're belching or you're farting, and you have digestive issues. If once you eat, you feel like you feel so tired and fatigued that you want to go to sleep, you have digestive issues. If you eat and you run to the bathroom, you have digestive issues. Most of us have digestive issues and don't know it. And what does that mean? That means your food is not being absorbed. That means you're probably nutritionally deficient. You're probably also dealing with malabsorption issues, meaning your body is not absorbing the minerals that it's getting from the food. Juicing helps you when you have digestive issues because it cuts out the middleman. And who's the middleman? The middleman is the stomach. The middleman is all the other organs in the body that has to break down your food. So when you eat, you start the chewing mechanism. It starts from the saliva and you're chewing. But once you start chewing, you swallow, it goes down your esophagus. And as soon as you start the eating process, your brain tells everybody that you started eating. So all the organs and glands are getting in position to help break down that food, to help release the toxins, the liver, the kidneys, the pancreas. All the organs are waiting for this food that you've ate. And one of the main roles of the stomach, ouch, would you stop it? One of the main things is your stomach has to produce something called hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid is an acid that, while it helps to break down the food that you've just eaten. Well, if you are nutritionally deficient, if you're having gut issues, then your stomach is not producing enough hydrochloric acid, because in order to have enough hydrochloric acid, you have to have enough potassium in your body system, you have to have enough magnesium in your body system, you have to have enough copper and calcium, and most of us are lacking in those minerals. So you bloat and you have these problems, and the food sits there for maybe a day or so. And when it starts to ferment, that's a problem, that fermentation of that undigestible food. However, when we juice, that's cutting out the middleman. There's nothing that needs to be digested because it's in liquid form. So now when you are drinking your juice, the nutrients is going right down, and your blood acts as that transporter. And your blood takes those nutrients that you just drank from your juice, and your blood transports those nutrients to your organs and your glands. So this is why juicing is very important in your health journey, because when you are eating your green leafy vegetables and you're doing everything right, your stomach, your gut, your liver, your kidney is struggling to break everything down. Juicing helps the process. But please understand, juicing does not take the place of food. Juicing is your supplement. Juicing is your form of medicine. That's what we use juicing for. So now that I explained that, I want to show you how easy it is to put together this juicer. Now, this juicer that I'm talking about is the Nama J2. It's a little pricey, but it's worth it. If you're going on a health journey, you're going to eventually need to upgrade to a better juicer, because a lower grade juicer, usually it's I forgot what you call it, but it's using heat to process, and you're losing some of your nutrients that way. But at this point, get what you can just to get started. But you will see as you continue on your journey, you're going to want to step your game up. And so I'm not telling people to go get this Nama, but I am telling them that once you get on this journey, if you don't have a Nama or something similar, you will eventually want to upgrade to a higher end juicer that does not pull out all of your nutrients. So with the Nama, I'm showing you how quick it is, because that's why many people didn't want to juice, because it was too time consuming. They have so many ways to put this together so quickly and so efficiently. This is one piece here, and we connect it there. Then we add our hopper, and our hopper connects this way. And now I am ready to go. Now I am putting it on the base, and we're ready to go. That didn't even take 3 minutes. So you have no more excuse on why you're not juicing. You can't say, because I don't have the time, it's too many pieces, too many compartments. Sorry, the Nama answered all those questions. So now we're going to add all of our foods into our juice. Again, let me give you all the ingredients. It's going to be purple cabbage, it's going to be radish, apple, turmeric, ginger, sweet potato, and of course my favorite part of it is the moringa leaves. Jay, I do need some assistance from you again, my love. I think I don't have my apple out. So the purple cabbage, which is your best friend to everything. If you are having pain, the purple cabbage, science has shown that it is a natural pain reliever. The purple cabbage also is amazing for inflammation. My mother uses this whenever she gets any type of inflammation. Thank you. She uses the purple cabbage. I even feed the cabbage to my older dogs. I have a dog. She's an older dog and she gets joint pain. I'll pull a leaf off and cut it up and give it to her. The next thing, sometimes she's walking with a limp. After I give her her purple cabbage, this is the dog. She is strutting like she thinks she's a puppy. This is a food that I would tell everybody, please try. Please try the purple cabbage. I have heard so many amazing stories from people who have tried the cabbage after I shared it with them, how it has transformed their life and their health. And the purple cabbage, let me just explain its powerful benefits for fighting cancer. For one, like I mentioned, it's the anthocyanins in it. It's a powerful antioxidant. And that's the anthocyanins is what gives the purple cabbage its color. Now, I've already cleaned this cabbage, so I won't need to go ahead and do it again. The compounds in the purple cabbage helps to reduce inflammation, and everybody knows that's a problem that most of us have. Making a purple cabbage juice, putting it in a salad, eating it raw, just doing different things with it, it helps to reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, and it is linked to helping prevent cancer cells. It contains so many different things. The purple cabbage, one of the secret ingredients in the purple cabbage is its sulfur compounds. Studies in science show how sulfur compounds help in inhibiting the growth of cancer cells and protect against DNA damage. So that alone, so I'm gonna cut up some purple cabbage. And we're putting this in, I need y'all to see me doing the juicer, so it's not available for everybody to see. So I'm cutting up so basically this ingredient is a cup of purple cabbage, and that should be about a cup right there. Now, I'm smelling something burning. You smell it? I don't know, maybe it's downstairs. Very sensitive nose. That could be something going on outside in somebody else's house, and I'm smelling it. So I just need a cup of purple cabbage for this juice, but believe me when I tell you, I'm gonna use it all. I eat this raw. So amazing. And next we're gonna use the radish. Again, my radish is already cleaned. I'm using 2 radish in here. In the Nama, I don't have to cut my radish, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut it because I have several ingredients that I wanna put in. And that's the other thing that I love about the Nama, the mouth of it. You will not find a mouth like this in any other type of juicer. Most juicers, the mouth is pretty small, and you gotta stand there and put every piece in as it's juicing. This one, you dump everything in and you walk away. I'm also going to be using, this is a cup of pomegranate. I'm putting my pomegranate in there. Now, let me tell you the radish, why it's a cancer-fighting food. Now, radish is rich in glucosinolates. How do you say it? I never can say the word. Glucosinolates. I never say it right. Anyhow, what's very popular about the radish is that it detoxifies the body. And it detoxifies specifically, let me finish chewing. It detoxifies the body of carcinogens. So for someone who is dealing with chemo, who's going through chemotherapy, after their therapy, making a radish apple beet juice or a radish apple cabbage juice helps to detoxify the body of carcinogens. And this is very important because even if you're trying to heal your body, you have to understand your body has a lot of carcinogens in it. So we want to detox that. Radishes are also high in fiber, so they support digestive health. And one big thing about radish, and science have proven this, that it reduced the risk of colon cancer. So do your research, Google radish colon cancer, and you'll see all the research that comes up about it. But again, remember I said God has a wonderful sense of humor, because all the foods that we ignore, all the foods that we do not give a standing ovation to, are the ones that we should give a standing ovation to, because it's our lifesavers. It's our food. It's our medicine. The next food that I'm adding in this juice is an apple. And I don't see where my core. All right. I like to core my apple, but so I always use the Fuji apple. And the reason why I use the Fuji apple in all of my juices, because the Fuji apple, there are hundreds of apples, but the Fuji apple is the sweetest of all apples. So a lot of times when we're juicing, and a lot of our foods are bitter, like cabbages are bitter, but cabbage is an amazing bitter. We want to add a little sweet to it so that it's palatable and you will like the taste. And so I core my apple, but here's the thing, guys. If you notice when I do my fruits and vegetables, I do not peel the skin off. I clean it well with my baking soda and my food grade hydrogen peroxide, but I use everything and I put the skin and everything right into my Nama J2. Did you know that most of your nutrients is in the skin? So this is where I add my apple into it. And why is an apple a cancer-fighting food? Well, apples contain also quercetin. And this is shown, quercetin, studies have shown that quercetin has anti-cancer properties. And how it does, it promotes apoptosis. Apoptosis is cell death. So what it does is it helps the cells die. And so this is what the apples do. Also, the pectin in the apples binds to toxins, and it helps to eliminate toxins from the body, which helps reduce the risk of cancer. So that's why we want to use apples a lot. Then we want to add in turmeric. I need that too, Jay. We did not have enough time to get all our stuff ready. But turmeric is also what we're going to add. And I'll put all the recipe ingredients at the end so you guys will know. We're going to add turmeric. Now, why is turmeric good for fighting cancer? Or why is turmeric a cancer-fighting food? It is because the compound curcumin in it, and there have been so many studies that show that the curcumin in the turmeric inhibits the growth of cancer cells. So when we say inhibits, it's blocking it, it's stopping it. It promotes the death, thank you, of cancer. It promotes the death of cancerous cells. It has powerful anti-inflammatory effects, and it's very, very, very crucial in preventing chronic inflammation, which is linked to cancer. So again, this is already clean. My skin is still on it. When you are juicing, leave your skin on. All of the nutrients are in the skin. Leave your skin on. There's my skin right in there. I'm also going to use a thumb piece of ginger. Why is ginger a cancer-fighting food? Well, ginger contains gingerol, and this is a bioactive compound with anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. Now, the gingerol, studies have found that the gingerol can slow the growth of cancer cells. Studies have said that, not me. Studies have found that gingerol slows it down. And of course, if we can slow it down, and we're also doing things to starve the cancer cells using anti-angiogenesis foods, then this can help in the process. So where there was a study that I had read, it talked about it was slowing down the cancer cells in ovarian cancer, and it was slowing down the cancer cells in breast cancer and in colon cancer. And ginger also, it helps to reduce nausea and other side effects of chemotherapy. So again, with our skin on, we're putting our ginger in there. Now, I'm going to be putting a cup of this sweet potato leaves. And again, if you guys are looking where can you get sweet potato leaves, you need to go to an international market. You'll find sweet potato leaves there. It's just a cup of sweet potato leaves. And yes, sweet potato leaves are the leaves from the sweet potato. And sweet potato leaves, why are sweet potato leaves a cancer-fighting food? Well, sweet potato leaves, they're rich in polyphenols. Let me move this over. It's rich in polyphenols and it's rich in flavonoids. And these polyphenols and these flavonoids, they are known to have anti-cancer properties. And these compounds also help to inhibit the proliferation of cancer cells and prevent tumor formation. So again, this whole juice is about helping to prevent or to fight cancer cells. They're also packed with antioxidants, and they also protect your cells from oxidative stress. So this is what the sweet potato leaves can do for you. Now, we already talked about our moringa leaves and everything that the moringa leaf does to have cancer-fighting properties. So I'm throwing in a cup of my moringa leaves, and I'm thinking, what else is left? I got everything in there. So let's repeat it back. Oh, I did want to put a lemon in there too. So we got a cup of purple cabbage. We have, you can do anywhere from 2 to 4 red radishes. We have 1 apple cord. We have 1 thumb size of fresh turmeric. We have 1 thumb size of ginger. We have a cup of sweet potato leaves. We have a cup of moringa leaves. You can, my moringa leaves were fresh, but I think you probably can go on Amazon to find I don't know why I can't talk sometimes, to find the moringa leaves dried. And then when we juice this, because the cabbage contains a lot of water, our juice should come out great. But I also wanted to add just a pinch of a lemon. Hold on, let me get my lemon. And my lemon is already cut. So we're gonna use half a lemon, and guess what? I'm also using the rind, everything in there. Okay, let's get this juicing party started. Oh, you know what? I didn't put my, hold on, my stuff is falling out. And I always keep my pulp to make seasonings with it. Okay, thank you. This one is too big, actually. Okay, I'm gonna use this one instead. Don't forget what? Okay. I'm actually going, so you know guys, when you're using turmeric, you always have to use pepper. It could be cayenne pepper, it could be a peppercorn, but the reason why you have to use actually the pepperine in the pepper is because this helps with absorption. Without pepper and you're using turmeric, your turmeric doesn't absorb into the cells right. So you can use cayenne pepper, just a pinch of it, but I have some fresh peppercorn, and I'm actually going to throw some fresh peppercorn in here. Or I could add it in afterwards when it becomes a juice. Hey Jay, on the couch is what you printed off for me. I didn't get a chance to bring it in here. So I'm hoping you guys are understanding the importance of juicing to fight breast cancer, or juicing just to fight cancer as a whole. I hope that you understand, or I explain to you why juicing should be a part of your routine. Juicing is something that is so major for us. Statistics shows 1 out of 3 are having digestive problems, meaning you're not digesting your foods well. And I don't care, and I have people who come in my office who I'm a vegan, I'm a vegetarian, I work out 7 days a week, and I'm here to say, I don't care how healthy you think you are, all of us are struggling. We live in a world where the environment makes it difficult for our liver to do its job, for our kidneys to do its job, for our pancreas to do its job. And we're surrounded from the tap water, from what we shower in, from the lotion, potions, and creams we put on our body and our skin. So even if you think you are the healthiest, you may not be, just because of our environment. So what do? How do we help our body? Because we don't know, this is why we need to eat better. This is why we need to be on this journey, because we really don't know the condition that we're in. Just for example, a person, and I know people like this, you're healthy, you feel healthy, you go to the doctor, and when you come from the doctor, you get a phone call a couple of days later, they're telling you you have cancer. You have a thyroid issue, you have Crohn's disease, and you go, what, how? But I feel good. I don't feel like I'm sick like that. Our body tells us when it's sick, but many times we don't pay attention to it until we are really sick. Kidney disease is one of those. Kidney disease is one of the hardest diseases to detect, and you can ask a nephrologist. A nephrologist is a kidney specialist. They will tell you it is one of the hardest diseases to detect, but you know what? Before your body actually develops a full-blown kidney disease, your body is telling you. Your body is telling you way before that. That pain, that back pain, that lower back pain that you're having, that dark urine that you're having, that inflammation that you're having. Your body tells you. Even something as simple as a headache. When we're getting a headache, your body is telling you in most instances you're dehydrated. And many people think because they drink lots of water, there's no way they could be dehydrated. But yeah, just because you're drinking water doesn't mean that it's getting into the cells right. A potassium deficiency is a telltale sign that you are dehydrated. Most people don't know that they are potassium deficient. So in my practice, as a holistic practitioner, I do something called a hair mineral analysis. This is how you can find out whether you're nutritionally deficient or not. Because just looking on the outside, you wouldn't know. I'll use myself for an example. Every year, I give myself a hair mineral analysis. I take samples of my hair and I send it into a lab with a doctor that I work alongside with just to see where I'm at. And you would think, because I'm always telling everybody how to eat healthy and what to eat, what foods are cancer-fighting foods, what foods do this, that doesn't mean a person like myself would not become a victim of it. I live in this world. We are a part of this world. And so all the things that can go wrong in the world could happen to the best person in the world. So we always need to be preventative. And this is what these videos that I do, this is what me coming on and sharing all these things, it's telling us to be preventative because we could be the next person. And as long as we are preventative, it lowers our risk. And you understand the difference of lowering the risk doesn't mean you may not get it. But if you do everything that you know is right to lower your risk, then your chance of getting it is slim to none. So eating right is the best way to lower your risk to a chronic disease. If you are a person where we talked about digestive issues and bloating and headaches and all sorts of pain, I need you to start listening to your body. Your body is talking to you. Your body is telling you it's struggling, it's having some problems. And the first way to find out is maybe get a hair mineral analysis, because our doctors aren't taking samples of our hair to see where we are mineral deficient. We are deficient in calcium, magnesium, iron, copper, zinc, potassium, phosphorus, all of these different minerals. The minerals that I just mentioned, these are the minerals that keeps your eyes open in the morning. You can't survive without those minerals. Your body cannot produce those minerals. And the only way you can give your body those minerals / nutrients is through a healthy diet. And those minerals come from what grows from the ground. That's why we say food is medicine, because everything that the body needs is in the form of a food, and that food is the medicine. Whatever grows from the ground that is edible for us humans to eat, we'll have our nutrients in it. We'll have our vitamins in it. We'll have our amino acids in it. We'll have our omega-3s, our fatty acids, all of the things that our body needs to survive. So when we start thinking about what we're eating, what we're putting in our body system, now you're really thinking about your future, your life, your family, and how long you are going to be on this earth. But one thing for sure, we know two things. We're born to live, and then we're born to die. But if we know we're going to die, I'd rather say I want to die in my sleep, healthy, old. I don't want to die sick. And you can prevent that by just changing your diet, meaning limiting the type of processed foods you're eating, limiting processed foods and fried foods and junk, limiting lots of processed sugars, limiting alcohol and drugs and things that are hurting your liver and your kidneys and your entire body system. And we're breaking down, and I would say we're breaking down slowly, but we're not. We're breaking down quickly. I just lost an amazing friend to cancer, to pancreatic cancer. And pancreatic cancer is a cancer that if you don't catch it in time or do something about it, it can be really, really quick. And I'm so stern on everybody when I hear somebody's is suffering. It's like, okay, I'm coming to your house. I'm bringing my juicer, and I'm going to share with you what we need to do. Everybody who's a friend of mine who knows that they told me they had some kind of disorder, no, I came knocking on their door literally with my juicer and my foods. So I'm sharing this because we are getting sicker and sicker. And many of you are not understanding how this could happen to you. But let's just forget about how it happened. Now let's be smart. Let's be preventable. Let's help each other heal. Let's get better. Because not only does these foods that I'm sharing with you that are anti-cancer food, and not only are foods our medicine, but foods are also our therapy for our mental health, for our brain, for our clarity, for so much more. So I just wanted to bring that in. You know, I could do a whole 1 hour just talking about our minerals and our vitamins and what they really do for our body, because it's our fuel. I always tell people, you picture a car. A car cannot run without fuel, and neither can you. And your fuel are those minerals. It's that calcium, that magnesium, that potassium, that phosphorus, that iron, that zinc, that copper, that sulfur, which is one that people just don't think about, that selenium, that cobalamin, that molybdenum. These are the minerals that your body needs. That vitamin A, which is so important. That vitamin D, which many of us are sleeping on. And this is why a lot of us are having hair loss, because our bodies are not absorbing vitamin D. That vitamin K, that vitamin E. And all of those things that I mentioned, where do you get it from? That food. All right, guys, so let me show you the pouring of my amazing juice. My juice for helping you fight that breast cancer. I don't know if y'all can see this juice being poured. Jay, can they see me pouring? Can everybody see the pour? I think only one camera can see me pouring, right? Oh, somebody said just sent a gift. Thank you. Thanks for all the love. Thanks for everybody that is tuning in. You know I'm passionate about our health, about us. Can you see it? Because I want y'all to see this juice. And as you see in my nama, it is clean, guys. I was talking while the juicer was working. How many juicers do you know you can talk and do something else? Most juicers, you have to sit there and put it in and push it down and put it in and all that. You put your stuff in your Nama J2, you walk away or have a conversation like I have, and then you come back to juice. If you are interested in the Nama, I think Jay will have a link here because Nama has given me a discount, and I think when you go to their site, the code is, what's the code?
Debbie10.
Debbie10. And you will actually get a discount off of this Nama juicer. And what I also love about Nama, if you ever have a problem with it and you reach out to their customer service, they're going to replace it. They're going to take care of you through the whole life of your juicing. All right, guys, here we go. Bam. That's my juice. Okay, so this is the juice for you to fight and heal your body, to prevent. Why? Because it contains what? It has everything that helps the body fight off and starve cancer. There was one thing that I didn't put in here, but I'm going to share with you a secret that also has amazing abilities to starve the cancer cell, and it's flaxseed. That's a secret that nobody wants you to know. But flaxseed have amazing benefits, especially for breast cancer, prostate cancer, and colon cancer. Put some flax seeds in your salads, in your soups, in your juices, in your smoothies. Eat them every day. I'll tell you guys this real quick. My older dog was told that she had liver disease. And I cook for my dogs. Well, my mother does. My dogs get they get a breakfast and a dinner. They get oatmeal in the morning with ground turkey and cottage cheese. And in the evening, they get ground turkey and a fresh sweet potato that we literally boil, smash, process, and give to them. Then I throw some probiotics in it and all that there. But I give them purple cabbage, and I give them lots of flaxseed. The last time I took her for her checkup for her liver, which is the only organ in our body that can restore itself, her liver is now back to a normal size, and she's old. So I'm just sharing with you the foods that God put on this earth is not just for us, it's for the animals too. Okay, so here we go. I am going to get me a glass and pour my juice. Something in my juice. My juice is kind of thick, so if you want to strain it, you can strain it. But here is this. This is the juice of life. This juice has purple cabbage in it. It has sweet potato leaves in it. It has ginger in it. It has a radish in it. It has an apple in it. And what did I miss? Something else that I'm missing in it. Oh, turmeric. And I also put the peppercorn in it. Remember, whenever you're using turmeric, you need to also add a pinch of pepper to help with absorption. Without the pepperine in there, your turmeric will not absorb into your body system. All right, so here we go. What is this in my, oh wow, one of my spinach, my sweet potato leaves. Here we go. Wow. That's good. The ginger gives it a little kick, but this is really good. And I'm not just saying that. Y'all could see on my face if it was nasty. But here's the thing. Even if you make a juice and that juice don't taste good, you need to drink it still. You know why? Because if you went to your doctor and he gave you the nastiest medicine to take because you thought it was going to make you be better, you would drink it or eat it. So take your juice. Even if you think it don't taste good, you know its healing properties. It's the real deal. But this actually is good. You want to taste some of it? It's good. Save some. I want to give some to Mom. Okay, guys. So today for our What the Health is Wrong with You? What did we learn? We learned about some anti-cancer fighting foods that we can add into our diet. We learned that what we need to do is learn how to starve cancer cells. We learned that because cancer is a cell that didn't die when it was supposed to, because every cell in our body has a lifespan, and a cell that doesn't die now has to live on its own. And now what it does to survive, it will create what we call angiogenesis, where it creates its own blood vessels so that it can have its own supply of oxygen and nutrients. We learned that cancer cells steal your nutrients. But what we also learned is that we need to starve the cancer cell, because it's like, oh, you're not going to steal my stuff. Oh, no, you're not paying no rent up in here. So when we juice or we eat specific foods, we can starve cancer cells. That's backed by science. That is evidence. You can go to so many different places to do the research on that. And I will do one better. I will put some research in this video, which you'll find it on, it will land on YouTube the longest, and I will put it there where you can do the research, where I will share with you all of this information, especially about angiogenesis and anti-angiogenesis foods. So we learned what we can do. We also learned about the moringa leaf and how powerful it is for us women, especially if we are having issues with estrogen. We've learned that the moringa leaf also helps if we are going through chemotherapy. It actually helps in the process of helping with managing side effects of the chemo and helping to remove and detoxify carcinogens from our body. We learned that the moringa leaf also has lots of minerals and vitamins that can help our hair grow back. And we learned all of this today in our What the Health is Wrong with You Today segment. So before we go, of course, you know my team always have to tell me to tell you guys some things. So all of you who know me, I'm a board certified nutritionist, and if some of you don't, I am a nutritionist by way of cosmetology. But once upon a time, I was a hairstylist with a very popular salon here in Atlanta, but I focused on hair loss. You wouldn't come to me for hairstyling, even though I had some bad stylists up in there. I was known for helping you get your hair back. I'm that rice water girl. If you know from years ago, that rice water video, back then I was rocking a short pixie cut. But I developed a hair care line. And why did I develop a hair care line? Because if I'm helping somebody with their body system, I'm helping them recover from hair loss. I couldn't refer a product because most of those products had parabens in it, had sulfates in it, had phthalates in it, had xenoestrogen chemicals in it, which goes down into our body and affects our estrogen. So I developed a natural hair care line that can feed the follicle, because at the end of the day, if we want our hair to grow, hair needs food too. Hair needs nutrients. So your hair is a living cell inside of your body. The hair that's on your head is dead, but the scalp and the follicle is where we need to feed. So I created a line that feeds the follicle. So this week I wanted to share with you guys what we have on my hair site, because I still focus on hair. I still help people with hair loss and hair thinning and dermatitis and CCCA. I am still that person when you are struggling with hair loss and hair thinning. I am still your person. But you understand, how do I help you? It's through your diet. It's through what we're putting in the body. It's not just about hair products. But when I developed my hair products, and even now I will share with you, my hair products it's hair food, because the main ingredients in my hair products are food products. It's aloe vera, and it's products that have minerals and vitamins that the body needs. But I will also say this: hair products alone, not even mine, will help your hair grow back if you eating junk and you live in a life that you know you're not supposed to be living. So it's a twofold situation. We want to grow our hair. We got to start by having a healthy lifestyle and start that healthy journey. And then also we want to start applying clean products to our scalp. It's about scalp health at the end of the day. This week, on our site, we have a dry hair and scalp bundle, which contains my aloe vera shampoo and conditioning system. So I developed an aloe vera shampoo and conditioner because aloe vera is, to me, the be-all of everything. From healing the body on the inside and the outside to giving your hair every mineral, every vitamin, every amino acid that it needs. So that's why I developed an aloe vera shampoo and conditioning system. So we have a bundle set, which includes the aloe vera shampoo and conditioner. We also have, do you have it for me to show them? In the bundle, I also make a rinse using apple cider vinegar, because apple cider vinegar helps to clean the scalp and brings the pH back. pH balance is very important. I also developed a silk and honey hair mask, where I have literally made a hair mask with honey. Honey is the main ingredients in my hair mask. And then I have a pumpkin hair serum. So again, as a nutritionist, all of my skincare products and all of my hair care products is made from food. Why? Because food is the medicine. And if we really want, oh, I love that teddy bear. Whoever gave me that, I love it. That was fabulous. That was fabulous. Everything we need is coming from the ground. So I made a skincare product where everything you need for your skin comes from the ground. I made a hair care product, or a hair care line, or a hair care brand, because everything you need for your hair, nutrients come from the ground. So all of our bundles this week is $10 off. I believe she put the link there for you guys to see. Hair and Scalp Meds is my hair brand, is where you can go, and please support the product line. This product line has been here before I was a nutritionist. So I've been doing this for a very, very long time. And obviously it's still doing well because it's still here. And I don't really advertise it much unless I'm talking about it in one of my videos, because I really only had created it for people who were seeing me physically for hair loss problems. I also have another bundle, Feed Your Hair and Scalp bundle, which is my aloe vera shampoo and conditioner. All of my bundles contain my aloe vera shampoo and conditioner. I think it's one of the best I've ever developed, because aloe vera is amazing. And one of the things I want to tell you about my aloe vera shampoo and conditioner is that the main ingredient is aloe vera. When you are looking at labels, and I'm doing a video for you all about labels, because I want you to understand how to read labels and know what to look for when you're looking for labels, whether it's labels that you're putting on your skin and your hair, or labels for what you're putting in your mouth. We need to understand what these labels mean and what's in these labels, because a lot of the things that they're putting in these products, They are carcinogens, they are known carcinogens, and they are disruptors. They are disruptors to our endocrine system. They are causing us women to have estrogen dominance issues, and we are all over the place. And again, I didn't want to be a part of the problem. I wanted to be a part of the solution. And so this is why I took the time to create my own skincare line, and I took the time to create my own hair care line, because I just saw so much junk. I saw, and these are some of the things that are causing us to have these cancers and endocrine problems and thyroid issues and fibroid issues and so much more. So please check out the site. All of our bundles on the site this weekend is $10 off. And one of my favorite that I just put together, it's a scalp care bundle, because most of us need to know we got to detox our scalp. You want to have healthy hair? You have to detox your scalp. It's an exfoliating bundle that includes my coffee exfoliator. And yes, coffee helps to grow hair back. It's been science proven. It stimulates blood flow. And remember, I talked to you and told you blood brings oxygen and nutrients. So I developed a hair care product where it stimulates blood flow and it's bringing oxygen and nutrients to your follicles. So please check out the site. One other thing before we go, I wanted to share with you guys is that I am, and I need you to put, I don't know if you have the link. I am thinking about creating, so many of you want to work with me, and I'm only one person and I can't do but so much. So I do have several different programs that I do one-on-one, but I'm thinking about putting something together that's a higher end membership. Now, I have a membership on YouTube where you kind of getting some videos and some different things, but I want to put together a membership where we're doing monthly challenges, we're doing recipes, we're getting together where we can, we're on a Zoom. I want to develop a community. So I would love for you all to tell me, if I was to put together a membership, what would you want to see in that membership? What do you want to learn? What is it that you're needing from me? And this way, when I develop this membership, it's got everything you need on a monthly basis. Teaching you the things that I'm teaching you here, like on this Friday for an hour, you get access to this all the time. So if you're interested in maybe putting together a membership where we would be doing juicing classes, I met some chefs who had said they would be down to come in and do some cooking classes live for us and all sorts of things, some hair challenges and some health challenges, just something to keep all of us motivated on our health journey, and so that there are more stories to tell of health and wellness. So thank you all for joining me today. I will see you next Friday for our next What the Health is Wrong with You?